Join us as we look at the real reasons why The Rock turned heel at the WWE WrestleMania 40 Kickoff and things The Rock can do at WrestleMania 40 after Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns was made official. First of, real reasons why The Rock turned heel at the WWE WrestleMania 40 Kickoff. The WWE is in WrestleMania season. This period is the most exciting time of the year for the sports entertainment juggernaut. While sometimes it can be predictable, this year's Road to the shows has featured several unexpected swerves and turns. One of the biggest swerves ever happened on Friday Night SmackDown last week. Cody Rhodes went face-to-face with Roman Reigns, but instead of challenging him for WrestleMania 40, he let The Rock steal his spot. From there, fans were not happy. Rocky sucks and we want Cody chants have been constantly taking over any programming they have had since. This includes the WrestleMania XL Kickoff press event, where chaos erupted. Cody challenged Roman officially, and it led to The Rock slapping Rhodes and aligning himself with his real-life cousin. It appears the People's Champion is officially a heel in a move almost nobody would have seen coming a week or two ago. Now the big question is, why is arguably the biggest Hollywood star in the world a heel in professional wrestling? This piece will look at a handful of possible explanations. Here are 4 reasons why The Rock turned heel at the WWE WrestleMania 40 Kickoff. Number 4. The WWE Universe turned against the People's Champion. The most obvious reason why The Rock turned heel at the WWE WrestleMania XL Kickoff press event comes down to the simple fact that fans willed it into existence. The audience turned against the People's Champion, so a heel run makes sense. As soon as the dust settled after SmackDown last week, fans turned on the former WWE Champion. They booed any graphic he was on, and the reaction online was almost all negative. Even the Brahma Bull's own daughter, Ava, unjustly received some of the brunt. It would have been a bad decision for Triple H, The Rock, and company officials to fight the audience. That was standard in the Vince McMahon era. Clearly, the Endeavor, TKO Group Holdings, and the Game era are much more willing to work with the audience than Mr. McMahon was. Number 3. The Bloodline becomes more relevant than ever. The Bloodline is a faction currently performing on WWE SmackDown. The members involved include Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, Jimmy Uso, and Solo Sikoa. In the past, Jey Uso and Sami Zayn were also part of the stable. The stable has been part of arguably the greatest ongoing storyline in wrestling history, but many WWE fans believed it had begun fizzling out. Like always, though, it was beginning to heat up with WrestleMania season. Now, it has arguably reached a new level altogether. The Rock seemingly embracing and maybe even joining the Bloodline dramatically changes the group. The Brahma Bull is the biggest star in the world, and he may have joined the heel stable for that very reason. The Rock offers new life to the stable and makes it bigger than ever before. Number 2. This was done to make Cody Rhodes an even bigger superstar. WWE is loaded with talented baby faces. In the past 6 months, the Stanford-based company has had the likes of The Rock and John Cena appear or compete, in addition to stars such as Randy Orton, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, LA Knight, and AJ Styles, among others. Simply put, the Stanford-based company has a tremendous slew of top stars people love to cheer, but it is certainly arguable that Cody is the most over of them all. Given the stiff competition there, that is seriously saying a lot. At the same time, the American Nightmare has yet to truly reach the top level of the company. That spot for now remains Roman Reigns. The Rock turning heel could be the next step in helping elevate Cody that one final step. If Rhodes feuds with the biggest wrestler in the Stanford-based company and his real-life cousin, who's the biggest Hollywood star, it raises his stock even more. If Cody manages to stand tall over both WWE legends, he will undoubtedly be the biggest name in wrestling. Number 1. This is a more intriguing story. Many fans expected Cody Rhodes to battle Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at WrestleMania 40. Almost immediately after Cody lost at last year's show, some true believers felt it was a long-term story for him to overcome the odds. While that is incredible storytelling and booking, it does lend itself to some issues. If Cody wins the Royal Rumble back-to-back and challenges Roman immediately, the Stanford-based company risks retreading what they did last year. If that happens, there may be less interest in the bout. By The Rock turning heel and becoming a major force in the story, everything is different. The dynamic is completely different. That alone makes the Brahma Bull's heel turn the right move. It shifts things completely, which then makes a more interesting story and an even more compelling product. What was your reaction after seeing The Rock turning heel? Things The Rock can do at WrestleMania 40. The Rock wants Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40, but Cody Rhodes has got the undisputed WWE Universal Champion for the biggest show of the year. The American Nightmare picked the Tribal Chief as his opponent for the April Premium Live event. With Reigns versus Rhodes II now official for WrestleMania XL, where does Rocky fit in? This question has been on everyone's mind since the confrontation at the Kickoff press event on Thursday night. So without further ado, let's explore 5 directions for the People's Champion on the grandest stage of them all. Number 5. The Rock teams up with Roman Reigns against Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. The Rock and Roman Reigns have never teamed up on WWE television, though they did band together to beat the bad guys in the Fast and Furious spin-off Hobbs and Shaw. The People's Champion helped the former Big Dog to a massive win at the 2015 Royal Rumble. Fans may finally see the two superstars team up on WWE television for the first time. Ideally, Rock and Reigns would join forces to take on Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40 Night 1. Triple H can have this match kick off the show with Bayley versus Io Sky as the headlining act of the night. Number 4. Special guest referee for Reigns was Rhodes II. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes II has been in the making for the past year. The Tribal Chief beat the American Nightmare in the main event of WrestleMania 39 Night 1. Rhodes would spend the entire year navigating his path to return to where he is today. Rhodes invited Rocky's wrath by dragging his family during the promo battle with Reigns. The Great One told Triple H to fix it, or we will. Fans shouldn't be surprised if The Rock is the special guest referee for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship match. Number 3. Triple threat for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. WrestleMania 37 was the last Mania event to feature a triple threat match as the closing act. That night, Roman Reigns convincingly beat Edge and Daniel Bryan to retain his Universal Championship. We may see a similar stipulation for this year's top title defense. The Rock currently sits on the TKO board of directors, which means he's above WWE's chief content officer in terms of hierarchy. In storyline, the Great One may use his position to influence the match by making it a triple threat featuring himself, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes. Number 2. The People's Champion costs the Tribal Chief big time. Steve Austin versus Bret Hart is considered one of the greatest WrestleMania matches ever. It is also considered one of the most influential matches regarding double turns. That night, the Rattlesnake turned face while the Hitman turned heel. Speaking of double turns, WrestleMania XL seems to be the perfect event to pull off a huge double turn. The Rock has started to show signs of heel turn through his promos and antics. The Great One may cost Roman Reigns the title match, leading to a double turn. Number 1. The Rock vs. Reigns closes WrestleMania 40. The Rock vs. Roman Reigns was never made official at the WrestleMania XL kickoff press event because Cody Rhodes chose Reigns as his opponent for the show. WWE cannot simply deny the American Nightmare his match because he's earned his shot by winning the Royal Rumble. Here's how Rock vs. Reigns might happen at WrestleMania XL. Rock costs Reigns his title against Rhodes in the main event of Night 1. The Bloodline members headline Night 2 with Rocky going over Reigns to kick off a redemption arc for the head of the table.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so free.